Yeah, I was talking the whole time. My bad. Did the whole speech. Welcome to Black Power Radio.
and
We
nobody heard
your
you.
host tonight, and nobody said anything. Y'all didn't say, "Hey, we can't hear you" or nothing.
We didn't know. We thought you had a strategy. I had no idea. You know how to watch your back if I knew what was going on.
I was just a talking too. Okay,
Yeah, I ain't scared to love y'all out loud.
that's all right. All right. Well, welcome to
Yeah,
this live edition, unedited version of Black Power Radio. I'm your host,
and unmuted now.
unmuted at the moment. I was on
they
the road too. Y'all just don't
yeah,
know. I can't even think straight no more.
they want to
Okay.
gag us. We done gagged ourselves. Show them who we are, baby girl. Step on out there. Don't be scared.
I know that's right. Black
I
Power.
got you. Black
So
power. Is there any other kind?
there is no other kind, no other
I'm
way.
just saying.
Your most informative radio show on the network, whether we on Blog Talk Radio, Stream Talk, YouTube, or BoobTube. We gonna give you what you want to hear. All right. So we're gonna start off tonight with a clip from brother with the update from the Nubian Leadership Council that was held here in Washington D.C. with brother Nuri Muhammad was here, and a lot of other people from around the country were here. So just give me 1 second, and I'm gonna play this for you. Hold on. Okay, there you go, Akbar. Go ahead, because I can't get it to play now. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Okay, Akbar on the stage. Come on, let me try to see what's going on.
It's a new world. I don't know where Akbar is.
He on there.
Okay. Hell, the gang's all here.
Okay, I'm fumbling all the balls this day, y'all. Hold on.
It's okay. We got your back. So here,
Okay.
I'll just
Go ahead. Give your update, New World. Go ahead. Mm.
wanted to say I just watched 60 Minutes, and it's amazing how everybody's issue is priority except ours. So I want to start off talking about what's primary for us, which is the freeing of our political prisoners. Because as I look around, everybody's issues are most critical unless they got melanin. So I want to mention our brother Mumia Abu Jamal, first of all, and most definitely um, H. Rap Brown, as well as our illustrious brother Grandmaster Jay, all along with many other of our political prisoners, uh, are unfairly imprisoned. And I feel like we charge genocide as well as the rest of us whenever we wake the hell up. We'll join forces with We Charge Genocide and make sure that they free our brothers immediately, not when they get good and damn ready. Because I was looking at what happened with Mr. Volny over in Russia, who was had a problem with Vladimir Putin, and Putin killed him in prison and poisoned him several times, and looks like the same thing that's happening over here, but they only recognize it when it happened to others. Again, not when you have melanin. So we need to bring this to the attention that our political prisoners need to be free. Issues relative to people who are melanated throughout the globe, our issues need to be first. And I wish we had enough courage or in the words of one of our great illustrious speakers, who said, "I wish we had the testicular fortitude to stand up and address these problems because they won't stop unless we or until we stop them." And this is what we need to be perfectly clear about. I was also looking at this situation with this ship. You can Google it. The Carper Capar Capricorna. It was a luxury ship used by Germany, but what they did was put their political prisoners and the crime people they had committed crimes against humanity to, those who said they suffered the greatest Holocaust on the planet. Uh, we add that was recorded, uh, and they were put to death at sea on the Capricorna. It was set up to hold 1,500 people. They put 4,000 Jews and political prisoners on it and bombed it in the middle of the ocean. And these are things we need to be aware of because they put their issues at the top of the stack and brush ours under the carpet as if we didn't even exist at all. And this is what we need to be aware of because these are the same beasts who destroyed um, Tasmanians. There's not a Tasmanian on the planet. And they wiped them all out and then made a mockery of them by putting on a cartoon called the Tasmanian Devil. Well, the devils are the ones who destroyed those people. And they would like to do the same thing to us, and we better be aware of it. I'm under attack right here in the building I'm in simply because I stand up for us on a consistent basis. Now, the pet Negroes who work for the white folks who are pimping veterans like we street hoes or something, making millions of dollars off of us. We can't get what we deserve by this damn country. We fought for the freedom, but we don't get to enjoy it. Everybody else does. So these are the kinds of things we need to be made aware of because money is hemorrhaging out of Washington, D.C. for bums, criminals, parasites, and thieves who want to steal money in the under the guise of helping veterans, and they're not. They're helping themselves in the name of helping veterans. And we need to investigate all of this. I wish I had a group of attorneys who would work with me because I've got several legitimate cases to deal with these real issues. Even the cat who attacked me that lived right next door, there's a warrant for his arrest. They won't even execute the warrant, which means to force me to do something criminal or leave this nigga to do something criminal against me. That's nothing but a recipe for disaster. And that's all done deliberately and they're aware of it, but they pretend they don't see it simply because I'm melanated and I stand for something. That's what the problem is. So the key is if they can get me to kill a worthless nigga, then they get two birds with one stone, right? One nigga goes to the grave, they get paid. Another nigga goes to jail, they still get paid. And this is what we have to be aware of in our everyday lives. This is the diabolical system we live in and under. And the problem with most of us is we picked up white folks' ways. We have out white folk, because some of us are far more criminal than even they are, and we do this damage to each other. That's what the problem is. We are wicked as hell. White folks are wicked. Black folks are stupid. But what they do is come back into the black community and pull these same dirty tricks that white folks pulled on us, on their own people and on senior citizens who are not technologically astute. That's the criminal or the larceny that's in the hearts of our people right now today. The ones I refer to as temps, toxic, educated, mobile parasites, because what had just happened to me is what I call TNP. That was a total nigger production against an elder whom they say they love. Now, what's happening to me don't sound nor does it feel like love. What y'all think? Much love, Hotep, Black Power. I'm gonna drop the mic.
Black
Black
power, black
power, black
power,
power.
black power, brother. We with you in the fight. I'm doing the best I can in the struggle with you. Um, we're gonna try to
Appreciate your
find you
assistance as
some
much as you're giving.
lawyers. Yeah, I do have, but my friend, the only problem is my friend has not graduated yet, so she can't take no cases on right now. That's
Well,
my hold hold up.
what I'm
I gotta
suggesting is
find you a lawyer.
use
Mm,
students who are majoring in law as some of their projects, so they can get sharper in the law by learning how to
mhm,
save their own people. Because we've learned how to save white people. That's when they call you a good student or a good employee. But we've never decided to save our own damn people because the crimes that have been committed against us have never even been acknowledged nor addressed. And that's what we need to
mhm.
spend our time doing.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's why I partner with my business partner is Black Justice Initiative. I actually
Mm-hmm.
been working with them before I became a Black Panther, and she's been a law student the whole time, and we've been working on different cases throughout the community. You know, whether if
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
false
Solve your own
imprisonment
problems first.
and things like that. Yeah, we've been
That's
addressing,
right.
false imprisonment
Mm-hmm.
and
Our issues.
life
Our
after
issues.
incarcerations and things like that. You know how these
Yeah.
brothers have been, their whole lives have been destroyed by being incarcerated and not being able to return to a
Society
productive
and be effective.
society.
Right.
It's like, and then we've explored the school to prison pipeline before.
Mm-hmm.
That's our main focus. We were working on a college tour for grads and high school students who are considering going to law school.
There you go. And
Working
these are the
on
things
that,
we have to focus on.
yeah, we working on that. It's just she's in school, so it's kind of hard for us to get everything organized together. And we actually got a meeting coming up in November too that I'm gonna try to address a lot of these issues with her. But like I told her, she's a student at one of the most astute colleges here in Washington D.C. I'm not gonna give them no credit
That's
at all,
right. Don't.
but they're too quiet. Okay, when things are happening in this community, don't nobody see a representative from this school or any of these lawyers coming into our community saying, "How can we help you? How can we
That's
assist you?"
deliberate, sis. That's
Yeah,
deliberate.
exactly. And I tell them every time I go to a function with these students, I say, y'all come here, you get educated, y'all crowd our streets, but like this is their weekend, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
Homecoming weekend. But do you come back and give to this community that you take so much from? Like
Exactly. This is what they have
Right.
programmed
We
our
need to
youth to do,
see
to
you
never go back to
in
where you
the
came from
city,
and the people
though. We
supported
need
you.
to see these returning college graduates come back to DC and come back and implement change in the communities. There's no way that
Exactly.
we got the most productive colleges in the nation, and with you want to
No
be proud of
consequences or
something, be
results from the
proud of what you
graduations
did for the
or from the
people right
alumni.
around here in your face while you in
Hmm.
school for these 4 years. You might go
Well,
somewhere else and do something great and phenomenal, but come back to your hometown, your school town,
as
and
the
do
old
something.
saying goes, charity starts at home and spreads abroad. But this is how they
Right.
train our youth: is to
They
not go
train us to
back
not
home.
come back here and do a damn thing. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? And it's prevalent. It's too much going on right here in DC, right up under their noses. So that's
Well,
what my
we have
focus
been
has
we have
been.
been programmed not to care. We are
Right.
literally the happiest stupid people on the planet.
Absolutely.
Everyone else does just what you mentioned without
Mhm.
question or provocation. But you have to train people how to love themselves, how to love their families and communities, because the same people you're running from are the people who is the reason why you graduate, were even able to
Mhm.
get to school and to graduate, because they supported you the whole time. Now you got your ass got amnesia.
Right. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
nigga, please.
All right, Black Power. So,
Black
brother,
power.
Sheikh, Imam, Akbar, you ready? Let's go.
Uh,
Roll it.
well, Black Power, and we thank you all for joining us tonight on yet another episode of Black Power Radio. We have the most informative radio talk show on the internet, on your Facebook with no looks. You got your Twitter glitter and LinkedIn linked out without a doubt. Even if you go Instagram with no ham, uh, we will allow you maybe perhaps a chance to match us. But I'll be damned if you're going to beat us. Not in the network news category. We got some proof and evidence in our archives to show what and who and where and how and all of that. Uh, Tonight's episode, we're exploring the crises in the region of Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, and be inclusive of New York. Some call it New York, but New York and down to Carolina. Let's go New York to South Carolina. I'm gonna let Georgia fly solo from Georgia to Texas and call that the South. But we're at Mid Atlantic, and we have leadership crises, we have social, political crises, we have an identity crisis, a list of crises that have been seemingly unresolvable in the last 200 years. Going forward, if you want to fast forward, we have become black nationalists, black Panthers, black Muslims, black Christians, and there's a laundry list of things that we have become, all of them black. And mm, our black family value systems, from some estimations, have been abandoned for the Eurocentric or the Mediterranean value system. And the Mediterranean value system, what they call a capitalistic Mediterraneanism, meaning the way of the Euros or the way of the Neanderthalic, or just plain and simple, the way of the white man and his woman that some have traditionally called the she devil. But on that strength, we are in a temporary status. All of those conditions can be overcome. As they say, we shall overcome. That's not
Take
a
it out to
permanent
someday.
condition. Yeah,
Take out
someday,
to someday. 2 days.
someday. Ooh.
Two
But
days,
black
not someday.
warrior
Overcome two
knows
days.
exactly what we're talking about. It's changing the dynamic within your mentality, and then as a great insurance policy, that once you get your mind right, you'll get your rap tight. Where the bullshit is where the black revolution begins. And when all the bullshit stops, he says that what? That's where liberation takes place. No liberation can take place in a mind that has been distracted and dominated by white supremacy or some brand of Mediterraneanism. And we're here to stop all brands of enslavement, all avenues of Mediterraneanism, and just getting you a new mindset so you can work out. Once you get your mind right, we'll assure you there's a great potential that you'll have your rap tight. And I'm saying by the end of tonight, just stick with a setback. And with those that came in, I know some of you all were riding Uber tonight, so we won't include you just yet. But we did have those that came in there drop top. So the drop top Jag people are way up on about the seventh, the seventh row. Yeah, you'll find the drop top Jags, Mercedes, and Ferraris, etc. And then down from there, well, if you want to start back at the first row, the smartphone people are on the first row, and there are two seats left in the first row. So if you got your smartphone, there's still a chance for you to get a seat. And the dumb phone people are in the second row, so we will wait. Yep, they're always waving as usual. And then the Android folks are right there on the second floor. So there's three seats left in the Android section. And then, of course, if you have a paranoid phone, we recommend that you would just buckle your seatbelts and just sit back and enjoy the ride. For you are in a brand new episode of Black Power Radio TV News tonight. With your host, Sheikh, ma'am, Akbar, co-hosted by our Queen Janae. They call her Queen Nzinga, General Nzinga, and she got a dozen other names. She's gonna tell you about that. But I'm just saying to you, we was brother and sister, you have a grand opportunity. The question becomes, how do you behave in the face of an opportunity for you to go free for yourself with your own brand of politics, your own brand of nationalism, and all that comes with that? Like they say, the whole 9 yards that comes with that. But you don't realize that. You don't know your power and your own strength by not knowing your source of your strength or not identifying closer or close enough with your soul. We say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you may uh, say, I just got my 12-step program. You can use that 12-step program skillfully and effectively. As far as this particular conversation, you're just as skillful and effective as the man that knows Allah, Jesus, Muhammad, Abraham, Buddha, and the other list that you brought with you tonight. So I'm just saying that you could have went on down to the Tiger Woods. They have a tournament in Augusta, Georgia, that you could have gotten a green jacket tonight. but instead you came here to Black Power Radio. You could have went on with the soccer moms and went soccer mom practice tonight, but instead you came to Black Power Radio. You could have went with the Venus and Serena Williams tonight. They're having a tournament at the Arthur Ashe tennis courts in Richmond, Virginia. You could have went there tonight and missed the share Black Power Radio. But instead of going to the Venus and Serena and Arthur Ashe tournaments in Richmond, you joined us tonight on Black Power Radio, and we're so damn glad that you did. So we'll sit back and enjoy the ride. We've got a list of hosts tonight that want to give you some knowledge, information from all parts of the country. No, there's a hanging. Yes, JVR was hung in Henderson, North Carolina. Yes, there were tornadoes, hurricanes, etc., from Florida to North Carolina. We want you to get in touch with politics in South Carolina, in Florence, and in oh my man, Greenville and in Spartanburg and Gaffney. And know what's going on in Missouri and Jefferson City and in St. Louis and Ferguson, all the way to Chicago and back to Minneapolis. This is how we ricochet. Janae and I used to ricochet through all those spots. Uh, yeah, drive through all of them. We did a drive in, a drive by, etc. From Tulsa up to St. Louis, back to Indianapolis, and we just
Hey,
didn't
hey.
give a damn. Hey,
Look.
hey, oh, love to play tackle. But didn't give a damn about no cracker named Uncle Sam. So why should you be sitting back wondering, well, Whitey on the moon and what you should do? Get in here with Black Power Radio. We want to welcome our co-host tonight, Sister Queen Mother Nzinga, right here in Washington, D.C. She's giving you the updates from the conference yesterday at the Nubian Leadership Conference, and our brother Cambone, all of the great ones were there, including Brother Nuri, came out of Indianapolis. And we love y'all so much, and we can't stop showing love. So keep showing the love and say Black Power, with a strong black revolution and a strong black military that black the goddamn call and to protect our own vested interests. Now, how about that for opening monologue? Assalamu alaikum and Black Power, Black
Black
Power,
power. Black
Black
power.
Power. Go
Black
ahead,
power.
Black
Power,
Power.
power,
Black
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 power.
Power.
Thank you
Power.
for that.
I just want to tell you guys something that I invited some more people, not only on October 26th, but also November 29th. And the brothers and sisters in the Moore Science Temple of America said they coming out of New Jersey. They said, yes, they want to be there. They want to be a part. The Grand Sheikh said he's coming down on the 26th, and they wanted the flyers. I apologize for being late. Sometimes I'm a member of the UNIA, and
You ain't
sometimes
late, you right on time.
this, they say some, retardation things. Mental illness is real. I had to get them jokers straight. But hey, I'm back here with my real family because they really don't want that smoke. You know what I'm saying? So, anywho, so one of the things that we talked about today that's very interesting that brothers and sisters can do, you can show how these politicians that we call politicking pedophile um, energy stealers, vampires do us. If you go back and just go to the state that you was born in, you will see how they change the politics every time. It wasn't even a point that they would allow their own people to vote. See, you have to understand, brothers and sisters, we got to stop allowing them jokers to keep on putting us on that motherfucking slave shit, okay? Our ancestors is way further than that slave ship. Just like you go on vacation and you want to go to Hawaii right now, our ancestors did the same thing. Don't forget, the first plane came out of the motherland. And see, them honorary supremacists and the white supremacists still calling the motherland Africa. That is not the name of it, right? And then they sit over there, do poverty pimping, got you sitting over there. You want to join Ethiopia. Haile Selassie had to escape Ethiopia because of what his people was doing to him. And mind you, he took office at the age of 14, going against Mussolini because they were stealing women out of Ethiopia and raping them and doing all kind of stuff. And you don't believe that? Look at that movie that all them homosexuals like to look at. With Julius Caesar and them, he had so many syphilis bumps on his face, it's ridiculous. But the thing is, Jamaica had to help him. But here in the area that we are in the Americas, them jokers come, our brothers and sisters. They come from Jamaica, they come from Ethiopia, they come from Africa, and they think that it's okay for them to be on our land where our ancestors are and disrespect us as brothers and sisters. We cannot allow the disrespect of any foreigner at all. This is our land. Our ancestors created. We broke our backs here. That goes for you Jamaicans, and I hope somebody's listening. That goes for you Jamaicans. That goes for you Ethiopians. That goes for you goddamn Africans. Nigerians, Ghanaians, or whatever. You better come here to the Americas, and the first being you're going to respect is the brothers and sisters that's already been here, our ancestors, our elders, or whatever. Because if you disrespect us, you're going to catch that smoke. And you know what? I'm going to be in New York and this is live, November 29th, and the UNIA chapter, that sister that's supporting the Ethiopian Federation in Queens. Oh, baby, I'm going to be in New York. Let's have that discussion. You're talking about a sidebar? I don't need no sidebar. We can have the discussion right there because I know I'm going to have a free day. We cannot allow what our
Okay,
ancestors.
Desiree. Okay, Desiree.
Anyway,
You
so the vote
interrupted the whole
is
flow of the show. Hold
the
on,
thing is,
sweetheart. Hold on. Okay, Black Power Radio. Thank you, Sister Desiree. We'll come back to you, but we still have a platform to follow. We're giving the updates right now on the Nubian Leadership Conference. That's what we're talking about. Brother Nuri Muhammad, Brother Siddiqui, Empress Chi came down from Philadelphia, did the moderation. It was very informative. We had different cadres that were created. One of the cadres that I joined personally was the arts and cultural cadre. They also have a land and food cadre, a economic cadre, and what else? It's a couple more. I couldn't remember. I wrote everything down, y'all, but I forgot. A health and wellness cadre. So it's similar along the lines of what I saw was what Empress Chi has been implanting with the Million Woman World March and Universal Movements. So there are different cadres that if you want to be a part of them and you have information on agriculture, you got information on economic stability, you got information on arts and culture, and
All of
those
that.
things like that, then you need to get with the Nubian Leadership Conference and tell them that you want to be a part of this movement. You know, like we
Done
can
deal.
talk about history all day long. We can preach and holler into the top of our lungs, but nothing is going to happen until we develop our own programs and we implement them in our own communities. This is why the Black Panther Party gave us the Black Panther Party Service to the People programs. Okay, that's why I refuse to accept any. You can ask Imam Akbar. I refuse to accept any position in the new Black Panther Party or the Black Panther Nation that does not involve community program developer. I don't want a title. I don't want to be your general. I don't want to be your commander or none of that. I'm not in the guns and the military stuff like that. I want to implement community programs. I
You're a
help
nation
develop
builder.
programs. That's
and I
right.
agree with you.
I
And
look
I don't
for
want that either. I just want
solutions.
education.
That's right. Well, get with them on the education and the that cadre right there where you can say, look, I have a program. This is the program that I have, and this is what I want to implement into the black family, into the Nubian movement. You know what I'm saying? Like the conference was wonderful. Anybody that missed out, they really truly missed out on the opportunity to get involved on an international and a national level. Especially with brother Nuri Muhammad being there and the Nation of Islam was there as well, and
I
I
wish
mean,
I could have. I
it's
know Nuri. He's a
phenomenal.
young friend of mine.
So
Been
I'm
knowing
gonna
him since he
see
was a
if
young
this
man.
gonna play. Let me see if it's gonna play this time, y'all. Just a little tidbit from the conference. We only doing an hour tonight. I got to get up in the morning. Come on.
Ain't nobody
It
mad
ain't
at you. Got too
All
much
right,
playing.
love
so
for
while
you.
you doing that, let's go into the election. So if you
No,
go
hold
into
on, Desiree. Do you want to run this program? You can run it, and I'll back out. But I
no,
have a
I'm just saying
program
while you're
set up.
looking at why the reason
Okay, well,
why
just
you gotta
hold
leave.
on, sister,
Okay,
please.
hold on.
We gotta
Okay.
have order. We can't be all over.
All right,
Just
I
give me a minute.
apologize.
It's
Black Power, I
fine.
apologize.
Black power.
You're having Black Lightning flashbacks, huh?
Exactly. I'm not doing that. I will leave. Y'all can have them.
Look, don't even start that, Black Joe. I am not no Black Lightning.
Yo,
I
No, I didn't.
look,
No, 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 no. I said she was
whatever,
having Black Lightning flashbacks. I didn't call you no damn Black Lightning.
whatever.
Don't, don't. Hey, look. I understand the wrath of the black woman. I ain't just about to get in front of that.
I'm
I
just
ain't even
a
got no
matriarch.
insurance.
That's all I am. I'm just a matriarch. All right. I'm just trying to
You know I
save
got nothing but love for you.
my black man. Can I have my black man? Can I save my black man, please? Can I save my
I
black
ain't mad at you. I'm finna crawl back under this rock.
man? Black
Black
power.
women on the rampage.
All right. Well, look, it
That's the
won't
worst
work. I
rampage
don't
you're
know
gonna
what's
have
wrong
when all
with
the
it. That's
black
why
women get on you. We gonna get you.
let me see.
Well, can you just give us a verbal update from what you gathered, or did you take any
Well,
notes?
I wanted you to hear from him. I had the video
Okay,
clip uploaded, but it
right.
won't. For some reason,
It
it's
won't
not
play.
going. Right. But basically, what he was saying was what we all are saying: get back to community, get back to family, get back to nurturing, get back to Mother Earth, get back to
Hmm.
networking and bartering system.
In other words,
Um,
take control. That's why I
take
said go back to
control of
DVDs because
your
we don't have
phone.
these problems with DVDs that we have with these phones.
Right, right. So I was in the arts and culture
I am
conference
too.
because that's more what I'm involved with the Sankofa International Conference. Okay, I'm gonna have to mute somebody. New World. Okay, I'm just gonna mute you because it's giving background. The arts and cultural program. Wait a minute. Okay, the arts and cultural program. We got with another brother. His name is Mr. Creamer, Bernard Creamer, and I put the book up that he wrote. And the book he wrote was Who Stole Stone. Somebody Bernard Creamer, just like but he's a phenomenal brother. He come out of New York leadership conference. Talk about how hip hop has been weaponized, the weaponization of hip hop from his social perspective. It's a great book, phenomenal. It applies to everything that's going on. Like you see what's happening with P Diddy and all that drama they got going on and stuff like that because they have been using hip hop as a weapon to control us and keep us preoccupied with a frivolous BS. We talked about this earlier.
You faded out. I can't hear you. You faded out, Janae. I can't hear you.
I guess in the interim,
All right, so while Janae's
okay,
faded out, let's go back into what I was talking about. She gets back in.
okay,
So if
okay.
you go back and look at the history of every state, because what happened with the 14th Amendment, right? With the, that goes, okay, she's back. All right.
Yeah,
I'll
it
tell you.
kicked me out. It kicked me out for some reason, y'all. I don't know.
That's why I said
No,
go back to where we have complete control. We don't need any association with them at all. Once we can break free, we free.
right.
Autonomy for me.
We
Agitate,
were
educate,
always free.
organize.
They
That's
tricked
right.
us in saying that we wasn't. We were always free. And I
Well,
got to
now all
prove
we
the
have to do
story.
is
I got
be
to
that.
prove, brothers. I got to prove, brothers and sisters. I got to prove the show. We was always free.
Now let's take charge. Take it all back, make it all black, just like that. You heard?
All right. So, brother, uh, Raheem, hey,
I'm on mute. Go ahead and have your business.
Okay, now it want to work. So hold on. Let me see. This is the music from there. Okay, can y'all hear me?
I shake.
Yes, yes, you're clear. Go ahead.
Okay.
I say we hear you.
Loud
All
and clear.
right. That was just yeah, the drums and everything. That's how they ended it. But
It's the
it was
war
very
drums.
informative. I don't know where y'all left off, but I'm gonna try to upload this other video.
It was
You
the
can
war
hear brother.
drums.
Yeah, brother.
Right. I want to hear some of the content of the lecture.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to upload now. Okay, there it goes.
I'm doing it.
Mhm.
If that's good as it gets, it's extremely low on mine. Is there any way, any kind of way we can get the volume up? You can hear that? Can you hear that?
I can hear it. You gotta just be quiet. I can't, I can't raise the volume up no higher.
The volume faded out altogether. Can't hear anything.
It stopped. Okay. Okay, it's something wrong with the video file, my internet connection.
Don't worry about it, Sister Janae. You know, we all of us
Mhm.
on this show is so powerful. We can turn this joker out. You know, don't worry about it. Don't get stressed
Okay,
out.
wait a minute. I can turn it up.
Actually, I could give the lecture.
Well, it'll be you and me, because I still ain't got through about the history and how these jokers is trying to play us still until now.
They're not
And we
trying. They are
follow
doing it quite well.
Yeah, and we follow in that Dollar Tribe of the same thing. Like, here go Camilla Harris. She's sitting over there talking about, oh, I have to go down here and do this. Just like Michael M. Hotep out of Detroit. Hey, I hope Detroit is on this line, because you know what? We coming out to Detroit. Akbar, we need to take a trip out to Detroit, because I want to meet Michael M. Hotep in person, because it was a minute ago that the brother was wearing dashikis. He ain't even wearing dashikis anymore. He got on a suit now, then got with Roland Martin. And before, he wasn't even making that kind of money. But all of a sudden now, he with Roland Martin. And then he turned around on a big old campaign. He had a sister on the show not too long ago that's on Camilla Harris thing. And I'm not saying nothing negative. I'll just put that out there and put that out there for the ancestors. I don't say anything negative about a brother and sister unless I'm speaking truth, because I do follow that. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Hey, if I'm not speaking truth, that's all I'm speaking about you. Right? So he on there, this joker put on a suit and had insignia on his suit of a Greek fraternity. And Michael Imhotep, weren't you not too long ago talking about how we are not Greeks or whatever, but you got that insignia on you, and all of a sudden, yeah, you're making all this money with them. You see what I'm saying? With them. See, they put us in a category. They let us already know. We are we over here, you are you over there, and I'm going to tell you who we are. We are the I am. We are the movers and shakers. We are the movers or whatever, and that goes for any organization out there. Everyone, can you hear it? Yes, you're hearing it from me. Hey, I'm Kemetic. I'm a Bay. I'm a part of the Black Panther Party. I am the all. I'm a matriarch. You know what I'm saying? I speak that truth or however, whatever. Not to put nobody down, not to say nothing bad about my brothers and sisters. But the point is, you cannot turn around and be a part of our community and think it's okay for you to disrespect our other brothers and sisters. You cannot. You see what I'm saying? You cannot sell their souls, sit over there and tell them they supposed to listen to them politicians. Yurka already said it. The government ain't who you think they are. Oh, but we got some good ones. That's a lie. You can't tell me one politician that we had on, even though we know that their first president was black. What politician have we had in this country that has not done anything illegal? Illegal, immoral, unconstitutional. Tell me one. Now, they try
That's what the country is built on, sis. But can I share something with you?
Well, wait a minute.
If you notice,
I just want to finish it because I'm giving good shout outs to Mary Berry.
Affirm what you're saying.
Mary sat over there, and people don't even know. Marion Barry was a revolutionary. He was also a freedom fighter. See, that's the thing they didn't know. And they tried to set him up. Not only did they set him or try to set him up with that bullshit, bull crap in that hotel room, but they turned around and they killed his son. Okay? They killed his son. And then they talked about Rosa Parks.
Devils play for keeps.
Barry did that. You know who gave me my job in D.C.? And I came out of, because I had my CDLs, but I came out of Georgia. I'm coming from Virginia. I called the mayor's office. Marion Barry was the mayor. And I told him I had a charge, right? He said, don't worry about that charge. You got a job here in D.C. driving buses. Let me tell you something. And then he turned around and killed him. They didn't realize who he was for real. Or maybe they did. That's why they killed his son.
Here you go. Sending a message.
So the first thing we need to do is give homage to our ancestors. Or however, whatever. Even Gray. Gray, you know you shiesty too. Are you listening? Yeah. You know you shiesty. That's why that lesbians up there now. You know what I'm saying?
America is built on crime run by criminals.
So the thing is, we need to have a cleanse, brothers and sisters, a cleanse. The cleanse is the whole house and the Senate got to go. They talk about the Bloods and the Crips. Let me tell you something. Let's go into the history of that. Because when I came up, it was 5% nation. Let me tell you something. You see that red and blue? That's Bloods and Crips. A lot of them jokers don't want to talk about that, but that shit was also formulated with the government. The Bloods and Crips came through the government. Oh, don't kill me now. Shit. Them jokers gonna kill you anyway. Haven't they been doing it for the longest? Why did Ice-T walk his ass out? You know what I'm saying? Because you already knew. You done sold your soul. Right? To get there. And then they take their leader and execute him. Did they not? Oh, yes, they did. Because you turned around and you sold your soul. You got away from your ancestors. You got away from your truth. You got away from where you're supposed to be at. Did our ancestors tell you to leave them troglodytes alone? But you still want to have babies with them. Still want to sleep with them. Still want to do everything. Just like the jail system. Do you know that California is not the only state that makes some money off of locking your ass up every day?
Every state does. But let me add, relative to what you were saying, is a fact that most of us came in to do good for the people, but some of them opt out for pussy politics and power, as what you were just saying earlier. The brother was in a dashiki goes to a suit. I've seen it. I've seen it once. It's happened a million of times. Money causes us to put liberation to the side, kick it to the curb because they wasn't what they were really about in the first place. They don't want
Well, the
credit for it.
OJs talk about the love of money will make you kill your own brother. But let me tell you something. It's not
Some
so
of them.
much the love of money. It's what you, if y'all don't think they sit around here and they talk about us as brothers and sisters, talking about we use voodoo, we shake or whatever. You know, I got my brother elect, but the thing is, them jokers use rituals too. What Christian church is somebody going to tell you to drink the blood of Jesus? Is that not a ritual? Is that a ritual? Hey, who's supposed to drink some blood
It's
and eat it
barbarian.
in your mouth? Is that a ritual? Them jokers have you playing rituals over and over. The doctor talked about it. He was on Brother Rich's show. He showed you how them jokers is worshiping something and going over there, killing babies and having a ritual. And you still go around there, still talk about that motherfucking white Jesus or whatever. It's a ritual. And they've been doing it to it. It's not the love of money. It's the fact that this is a thing. It's like a yin and a yang. It's in our DNA because we come from royalty.
And
That
don't know it.
we are supposed to have certain things. It's just the point that they give you these trinkets and you say, oh, but it hits you. That's how to get you. Because you really are they're really yours. But you think somebody's giving you. That's the delusion they give you. Because
They've been
you do not
hypnotized.
know your history.
They've been hypnotized and deceived, and they
They
enjoyed
hypnotize
it.
you. See, just like you see brothers, they got all the gold teeth in their mouth and they got the chains around their neck. Our ancestors did that.
I thought you were just trying to get out change.
All them jewels come from our ancestors. There's nothing wrong with they doing. It's just that they got the concept messed up. So what does society do? They continue the corporation. The white supremacists and the honorary supremacists do, they keep your brain in confusion. And when you in confusion, how you gonna function? That's worse than smoking a raggedy ass blunt or drinking a beer. Because this weed they got out here smoking, when has the government give you anything? That stuff stinks. It gives you a headache. When we were growing up, I don't know how old everybody is, but it smelled like grass. And then you smoke one J, it will last you through the whole day, or maybe tomorrow. These jerkers sitting there smoking this stuff back to back. You don't see how it's killing you? It's infiltrated and made that way.
This is what happens in the age of mindless behavior. That's what has happened to us. We bought into it, lock, stock, and barrel. I knew something was wrong when I saw them give smartphones to dumbass people. I'm through.
Well, I just want to show you some things. So Virginia, in order to vote, even if you was a white person, they didn't care. But you had to own 100 acres of land or 50 acres of land. Or in Norfolk and Williamsburg, if you owned a lot, you could vote. Because Virginia was about, the economics. It wasn't so much about the racism. But I'm gonna tell you about North Carolina. North Carolina, they didn't care about racism altogether. They cared about how much money you got. See what I'm saying? So the reason why I'm bringing that up is because
Racism is always there.
well, if you don't know your history, you don't know where you're going. You see what I'm saying? So us as
I
brothers,
say,
if you don't know, just like These jokers sitting over here, like I was asking the UNIA. They got a joker coming out, a general out of Ethiopia. Haile Selassie had to run out of there, go to Jamaica. The Rastafarian had to hide him. How's this changing? This is poverty pimping. We as brothers and sisters, there's nothing wrong if y'all want to travel around the world. Ancestors did it. But you have to take care of home front first. Just like back in the day, you have a bootlegger house, right? You know, I'm a hex dog. We did have a bootlegger house. My uncle said you got to pay house first. And you got to pay house first. You got to take care of where your feet is on. You don't go buy no land in Africa and your brothers and sisters, we need property and houses here in the Americas. And, you know, we need stuff for our children. What makes the children over there more prevalent to have than the children here? They had resources. Africa has been robbing their own people forever. We've been fighting. Let me tell you something. If it wasn't for us over here in Americas, them jokers would still be doing whatever they do now. And then all of a sudden they want to join the revolution. Look, if you go over their hypocrisy and stuff that they learn comes from us here in the Americas. Not from them. They bleaching their skin over there. You see what I'm saying? They're behind the time. They sit over there and
Hey, sis. Hey, sis.
Yeah.
They're in West Africa, Ghana, Gabon, Cameroon, Angola, Togo. There are a lot of brothers, sisters that are highly educated, highly advanced.
I'm
They have
not
their own.
saying that there's not. I'm not
All
saying
right.
that. I'm just
And
saying
and
that they
they
have
actually
allowed a lot
they're
of stuff
fighting
to
white
go on
imperialism. They're
that we
fighting white
have not allowed to
imperialism.
go on here.
They're fighting white imperialism and white supremacy. Honestly, they're fighting it more than we are. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
come on.
They
What
are.
about we fighting? We're not fighting it here.
We are fighting it. We are
But the
fighting.
thing
But at
is,
the end of the day, when I say you got children who are at war, you have communities in damn Congo right now being massacred due to white imperialism. You know what I'm saying?
they have
So
not massacred
they
our children. So you wait a minute. Hold up. I'm native to this land. My ancestors did not, and we can search back history, did not come on a slave ship. We traveled and did whatever.
yes, we
So you
are the
got to
original
say that,
people of
wait
this
a minute,
land. We are the original people of this whole globe.
that's right. But you
From
got to
Mansa
say my
Musa, from
children
Mansa
does not
Musa.
matter here.
Both of you all are
Those
right.
are
The
our
same
brothers and
person murdering them
sisters.
is
Those
murdering
are our
us.
brothers and sisters in the African
Diaspora.
diaspora. So we have no choice but to connect with them. You know what I'm saying? We have no choice but to represent what they got going on. What they got going on right now, they're being massacred due to the blood diamonds, due to the lithium. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, those are our brothers, those are our sisters, those are our children over
Ubuntu.
there.
Ubuntu. They are us. We are them.
Exactly.
We are
And
one
don't get me
family.
wrong, there are black on black violence gotta stop worldwide. There are brothers killing each other in Ghana, in damn Ethiopia,
Everywhere we
Nigeria.
are.
You know what I'm saying? And this brothers killing each other in New York, damn Norfolk, DC, California,
Everywhere
Texas.
we are.
So that shit do gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's another code for white imperialism. That's another code for systematic warfare that's being used against us.
Self-hatred must cease.
I'm not saying that, brother. I'm just saying our ancestors have constantly asked. They asked not only with Noble Jew Ali, not only with Farrakhan went over there, not only
Malik El Shabazz went over there.
all right there, and we asked, and they denied us. I'm not saying that, but all I'm saying, brothers, I'm not saying don't connect with. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, can we take care of our home front first?
Oh yeah, you're right. I dig that part. We gotta make sure we strong home first. We gotta have a strong black army in America, KKK, before we go across the seas to develop another black strong army. But as we do that, we might need resources from them brothers and sisters, such as shea butters and oils or
Oh,
certain
we got
cloths
that.
and
We can
fabrics.
do it here. We got
Yeah,
that.
I understand what you're
We can do
saying.
it
Like,
here.
if we don't got land here, but we go to Ghana, I know what you're saying. Like the Hebrew Israelites, they go over there to get land, and then all of a sudden, this Hebrew Israelites ended up missing and they murdered due to the
Yeah,
fact they go into a land, they go into the jungle, the real live jungle. Like you go into the concrete jungle, and the brothers and sisters like, yo, you're not feeding us, but you buying up all the land. You know what I'm saying? That's
exactly.
like you can't do it like that. So that's not how it works. So at the end of the day, they
Right.
got to take care
So
of home front first. We will have
right. So
more
just like
power,
in the
more land and
military, when
resources
I'm a
here.
veteran, we have to go out there not to buy nothing. The first thing, even if we go over there, we have to just be observant. Just observe. Don't make no commitments. Just observe. Just observe. Because one of the things that the military teach you, if you do not know your terrain, you
That
gonna lose.
part. See, dig
You
this.
gonna
I
lose.
got a cousin, right? And God bless his soul. He's an elder cousin. He went out there to Gabon, and he's with a few brothers, and they bought a hotel out there. Man, listen, he was partying and bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't getting in tune with the customs of the town. All of a sudden, he ended up dead. And you know what happened? Them boys murdered him due to the fact he wasn't taking care of the community. He's over there having sex with the. He's not blood cousin of mine, not family member, but he's a good person. But he wasn't taking
Well,
care. He wasn't taking care of the people out there. He was out there taxing people, taxing the workers. So he wasn't taking care of business. So the money is good as far as Africa, but we got to make sure we do it with integrity, and we make sure we get in contact with brothers and sisters who has integrity and who cares about the black community. Cause there's
And
Uncle
nothing but
Toms or
and you're
Jickaboos or
right. And you're
Queen.
absolutely right because that's not the only brother who got killed. Don't forget about that brother who got killed coming out of Michigan and went to Columbia. Remember his family was looking for him? Them jokers murdered him, tied him up, or however, whatever, robbed him because that girl he was talking to over there, he had that briefcase and they took all that money. I'm just saying, brothers and sisters, when we dealing with, because we are indigenous, this is our land here in America. We
Right.
got to protect
This
our
is
land
our
in
indigenous
America
land. It's
because
facts.
they gonna come, they gonna
You
start
you heard
coming from
about that
over
land they
there.
gave
everywhere
to
we
the
stand is holy ground.
you heard about
Yeah,
that
put
land
them
they
in
gave to
check,
the quote
bro. You
unquote
gotta put them in
Indians in New
check.
York?
Yeah, we got to put them jokers in check because just like we go over there, it's like, put it like this. I live in this neighborhood, you live in that neighborhood. I should come in your neighborhood, bossing you around, telling you what to do, just trying to take over. That's disrespect to you, right? So the thing is, it's the same thing. We can't allow them jokers to come over here thinking they can do whatever because you got to have or whatever. We got a lot of work that we have to do here in the Americas. We got to get rid of these white supremacists, the honorary supremacists. We got to let them jokers know from them other countries as well. We ain't nothing to be played with at all. Not just go over there because that's soil from our ancestors or however, whatever. It's like, no, we can't just go over there. How you gonna go somewhere like go to Sierra Leone and just trust somebody? You don't know if they're gonna kick you in the back. You don't know what they're gonna do.
We can't just pull up to somebody block and set up shop.
Yeah, you can't just pull up to somebody black. You can't even do that in Baltimore, in the States. Come on now. Exactly, brother. You know what I'm saying? We
Especially if
gotta
we
do our
hungry.
research
So
and
that's
just
that
observe.
was a mistake a lot of brothers and sisters made going over there. Instead of going there over there to look, learn, and listen, and
Yeah,
build with the people and
yeah,
actually build a coalition with the brothers and sisters. Like, all right, this is the coalition. This is what we're gonna do, and we all gonna do it together for the benefit of the land, so we could
right.
travel back and forth between Ghana and New York or whichever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the mind state that the brothers and sisters got to have. Like, we have to have like our own ships, our own intercontinental,
Right.
international business
Yeah,
back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Because we made these Europeans made billionaires. We
yeah,
gotta we gotta figure out how we could get our hands on the natural resources of Ghana or Gabon, Cameroon, Nigeria. We need to get our own oil. Like
that's
Nigeria
right.
is
Yeah.
rich with oil. We need to have our own oil. There should be no
Well,
reason. You know
let
what
me
I'm
tell you,
saying?
let me
So
tell you, you can hit up if you can. Bill Cosby got oil.
Yeah.
He
They
got
try to
oil.
get him
Bill
up.
Cosby got
Shit.
oil.
Yeah. He
Look,
do
and they
got
were
oil
trying to
on
get
his
that oil
land.
from him for the longest, and he said no. That's why they tried to
Yeah.
get him in jail. Bill Cosby got oil. I don't know if any brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who y'all know, but talk to Bill Cosby. Bill
The
Cosby got oil.
masses of the masses of us don't have oil, nor do we have access. But what we do have is a natural resource, which is ourselves. I can guarantee everybody listening that the black community is an untapped gold mine. What's wrong with us tapping in our own goddamn mine?
Well, look, I'm
MINE
telling
as
you the
well as
truth. Bill
MING.
Cosby got oil. I'm telling you, it's in Boston. Bill Cosby got oil.
He got it. He don't want to drill. We don't have to
Well,
drill for
look,
this.
he don't want to drill, but I'm just saying when
It's
he
his
went
land. We
to
can't
jail,
drill. We can't do a damn thing without his
wait a
permission.
minute, hold up. When he went to jail, he was sitting over there talking about he was doing a lot of stuff in the community. Well, when I say community, with the brothers in the jail, and they was protecting him. He had to pay them their money to get protected or whatever. And they was trying to kill him in there. Then white supremacists was trying to kill him because they wanted that oil. And they was trying to get his wife to turn on him. He was like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm just saying.
That's why they knocked off his son and his Cosby. And
Yeah.
also
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
his daughter died during the trial mysteriously too. So
Yup.
Bill
This
Cosby,
is
like, he
not
tried to break
mysterious.
him. And one thing I admire his strength, like, cause at the end of the day, like, every time a celebrity, and I ain't taking up for nobody, cause there's a lot of nasty ass pedophiles, and I ain't got no love for them, a bullet in the head immediately. But Bill Cosby was innocent. All he
Yep.
was doing, and I'm being real straight up with y'all.
What
All
white
he
folks been
was
doing
doing was
forever.
fucking. He's fucking a lot of the models, fucking a lot of the Playboy, and doing all that
Who
shit. But he
wanted to be
wasn't out
fucked?
there. He wasn't out there raping them like a lot of these
That's
celebrities
right.
do.
So
You know
you
what I'm
see,
saying? And at the end of the day, 1998, I was a young boy, and I remember it like it was yesterday. You know how you just mentioned you was watching Dateline? Damn, Bill Cosby was trying to buy NBC networks in 1998. All of a sudden, his son got murdered in LA, and all of a sudden, 18
Go
females got
ahead,
hit with
preach, brother,
Quaaludes.
preach.
You know what I'm saying? So nah, Bill Cosby was innocent, and then doing that. That's when this whole trial started from 1998 all the way to present day. So they railroaded him just because of his power. Now his mistake was
Yes.
playing the game with him. He's a
Yep.
boule. His wife used to
Yes.
make him put the money into the HBCUs. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But he was a
Yeah.
boule, playing tennis with them and shit. Not doing all that cool shit. So at the end of the day, that was his mistake.
And
But
see,
they try to break him.
that also goes back to our ancestors, it's like OJ. Our ancestors said, leave them jokes
Yeah,
alone.
it's
Right?
still
You know what I'm
free
saying?
OJ. RP OJ, free OJ. Right?
Yeah,
Y'all
see,
mentioned
but
brother
look,
Dr. Mumia Abu Jabbar, and they trying to get him a Nobel Peace Prize. Hopefully we get it for him next year because he needs to be free. He been
yeah,
in there
thank you.
over
I was about to
30
say, let's
years.
get him free first.
He been
yes,
in there over 30 years
yes,
plus for a shooting that he
41.
didn't do.
41.
And you know what I mean, whether he shot the cop or not, he
He
been in there
did
for
not.
30 damn years. Look, they freed what's his name? Big Meech. They freed the dude who
They
owned Death
trying to free the
Row. You know what I
Menendez
mean?
brothers.
And then on top of that, if we're gonna do hip hop,
oh my
why they
God, the
ain't free Larry
Menendez brothers
Hoover?
got free?
Why they ain't free
Oh,
Larry
not
Hoover?
yet, but they working on it.
Why they
Oh,
ain't free Larry Hoover? Why they ain't free G Rap? You know what I'm saying?
there you
One
go,
word.
brother, do
One
it.
word. One word. Black or melanin or Afro descendant.
No, it's not even about the melanin. It's about the jealousy. Look, the
It's their
whole time,
minds. Their
let me
minds.
it's about the jealousy. Them white supremacists, them troglodytes are so
And they fat niggas.
jealous of the black man because they
That's right.
know your power. They know what you can do. They know it. That's why they put the law. Oh, y'all can't congregate over here in the corner or all together or whatever. That's what he was doing back then because they know you are the God walking this earth. You are God. Do you not
Exactly.
understand that? That's what
Their
it's
laws
not
are still on
about.
the book.
It's not about that. See, that's the thing is, brothers and sisters really need to understand that you are the God. Clarence
Mm-hmm.
X talked about it. Come on. And he
Mm-hmm.
proved it. You are God walking this earth.
Mm-hmm.
And they jealous of you.
Wi-
They so
Without
jealous
you
of
are
you.
God on earth without
So
knowledge of self. That's the
no,
problem.
they are
They
so
are with,
jealous of you. They want
That's
to
our
eat
job though, to
you.
bring the
and
knowledge
we're
of
so
self to
unaware
you.
of us.
Blood.
Make
They
truth
want to
known.
suck your blood. They want to eat you. They so jealous.
They don't want
Mm-hmm.
to. They doing it.
Penis in a jar.
How much is her melanin worth? About
Oh
50K,
my
right?
God, it's on the stock market. Go ahead,
It's
brother.
off the
Go
chart.
Mm-hmm.
into it.
It's
Get
off
it.
the
Get
chart.
your mind. Get it. Get it. Get it.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them about the stock market, about the
Mm-hmm.
medicine.
Mm-hmm.
So you are not a worthless end. You just don't know it.
No, it's not about being worthless. Why the fuck are them motherfuckers? Excuse me, my language. Why are
Nah,
they
go ahead and
putting
encourage.
our
Speak your mind.
melanin on the stock market? How did they get our melanin on the stock market? Is it not
Exactly.
killing
Because
you?
they know
They've been
more
chopping
about
off our
you
melanin since
than you
slavery
do.
days, selling our damn what? They used to sell what pig. You know how they about to sell pig feet? We used to be the pig feet. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? We used
Go
to
ahead,
be the
brother.
bait for the alligators.
That's
You know
We
what
right.
I'm
didn't
Go ahead.
used
saying?
to be.
So
We still are in some places.
you know the Tuskegee experiment, where they, you know what I mean? Come on, man. We used to be the experimentation. They still trying to experiment on us. Where do
That's
you
right.
think
They've
all these
never
missing
stopped.
children going?
That's right.
We are presently victims of what I call multi-level war.
Well, I'm
We're
gonna
being
tell you
attacked from.
also what's going on in the gay community. Well, you know what I'm saying. I'm talking about everybody, but they was also one of the when the brother did the thing in Georgia, and he was telling you how to have the alarm, and he was showing you what kind of van to watch out for, like
Oh,
if
the
you see
traffickers, the
stand
traffickers.
and the Steve, you know, he was telling you like what kind of locks. So they was kidnapping black women. Guess what they was doing? They was taking all our parts out of there to put it in a transgender so they could have a baby.
Wow.
Oh yeah, the brother in
Wow.
Georgia talked about it. He showed us on a film about what to watch. That's why you get that little horn thing or whatever, just or
Wow.
whatever. Oh, them jokers was kidnapping people backwards and forwards
Wow.
in Georgia.
That's the same thing you've always done. And like Donald Trump, they're upset because they can't do it with the frequency that they used to. They used to do it on a regular. Now they have to slow down, and they're upset about that. We just have to come to understand what's going on and start protecting ourselves. We all we got. Ain't nobody coming. What we
Well,
That's
need,
why, hey,
what,
look,
what
that's why Obama and them, they trying to hold on to power so bad. Because they control the LGBT community. They control
yeah,
they control the
that,
net, they control the pedophile community.
yeah.
that
They
ain't got a
control
damn
they
thing to do
control
with
the
us.
adrenochrome. A lot of them nasty ass Democrats and Republicans and Hollywood weirdos, they use adrenochrome to keep they keep they need adrenochrome. They're addicted to that shit. You know
They
what
are
I'm saying? Like
vampires, and
they
they
they're
do
like
what vampires do.
they are like modern day vampires, and more
Yep.
than a lot of
Modern
people
day
know.
vampires. You're exactly right,
And
brother.
so that's why, like with the Mexicans who was coming across the border, all them children who ended up missing, that wasn't getting reported. All
Right.
them nasty ass pedophiles who's lined up to get them children, that's not getting reported. You'll see people coming off them buses. You see adults coming off the buses. I'm even seeing them on my own eyes. I see them in the vans. You see them coming out the vans. Where's the
Yeah.
children?
Where the children at?
You know what I mean? And then you looking at these Mexicans and these Hispanic, the ones who come across the border, they look shell shocked. They look like they shot out. They look like they real live modern day slaves. Work, sleep. You know what I mean? And listen to their music. You know what I mean? But they not happy. They not
But
peaceful.
you know what? That's a good point you bring it up because that's probably why they legalized that medical marijuana and they have them drugs because like when the Vietnam War came on, right? Because they was doing so much stuff in Vietnam, they actually gave the troops heroin, right? And so they get injected in themselves. And I think that's what they doing now because them jokers didn't seen so much. They didn't see. I bet you they didn't seen that joker eat the damn baby, suck the blood out, and they had to give him that lithium. See the lithium. We have to go deeper involved in the lithium. Now, I was talking to a guy the other day here,
You
And I
brought
know
that
my
up. I'm glad you
cousin
brought that up.
OD.
Henderson, North Carolina. That's why that
Yeah,
damn Hurricane Helene or whatever, or Milton or whatever, yo, they blew up the mountains out there to get to the lithium, but they used the hurricane
yeah.
as a
Ooh.
disguise. You know what I'm
Oh, let's
saying?
do it.
And so they
Let's do
got that's
it.
why they got
Let's
that
do
DARPA
it.
plan
Let's
going
do
on.
it.
Like
Yeah, we getting ready to blow them up.
weather modification is like when I first heard about it, it was like almost a year or two ago. You know what I'm saying? But I read Behold Pale Horse, but that went way over my head because I was young when I read it. But now I'm
Right.
paying a little bit way more
Yeah.
attention. Weather
Because
Until you get the
modification,
necessary information to fill in the
look,
blanks, it
this
won't
is the
make sense.
thing right
But
here.
now it
I'm
does.
telling you,
DARPA.
that lithium, right? Because my cousin OD on it. And so what
Yo,
I
the
did
stock
was,
market for lithium has went skyrocket.
look, hold up, bro. Hold up. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Look, my cousin OD'd on it, right? So I was like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? I said, wait a minute, let me see this stuff, whatever, right? So I talked to one of the detectives that was like, well, how was this, blah, blah, blah? Because you have to understand, lithium don't come like that. It's actually a gel and it has to go into a powder. Somebody can put that in your food, a hive, or whatever. But this is the thing, what they do with that lithium. And how I found out is it was a joke ahead, and I was listening to what he was saying. He was like, oh, the doctor did blah, 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 a hive or whatever, to do whatever. And I'm going to tell you, right? That's what they doing. You know what I'm saying? See, they kidnapping, doing whatever. And I wish we could play that song by Yurika about the government because he's a Hebrew Israelite. But I'm just saying, he talks about how these jokers is doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's on a Benami and he talks about the government.
Okay, it's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. Y'all let y'all have the show for the lighter part due to technical difficulties, but we must end the show. Akbar, are you awake, available? Just let it know. I got
You
something to
you know
do.
our chairman, don't you?
I already
That brother
know.
works hard. I gotta stay in his on his behalf. He puts in that
Uh,
work.
yeah, but we gotta end the show, y'all. At technical
Been
difficulties
great. Been great.
and everything. Thank y'all
Yeah,
so
this is
much for
beautiful.
joining.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
I
y'all.
couldn't figure
We
this
Appreciate
thing
thank you
on
all
y'all.
for
out.
tuning in. We'll be black tomorrow with yet another episode of Black Power Radio. Please tune in, join in, click or skip or whatever you got to do to get here. But by all means, get here tomorrow. There about 8 o'clock p.m. Everything will eventually be consistent on Black Power Radio as you've always known it. We want you to join us on October 26th, and that's on what the last Saturday, all day at Union Temple Baptist Church in Washington, D.C. Again, that's at Union Temple Baptist Church. Uh, you can't miss it at, we're at 16th and W Street, Southeast. Martin Luther King and the big chair is a landmark, and everybody there knows where Union Temple is. You won't have a problem getting there. But let's get in, participate in the workshops on Saturday, and let's get prepared for some new leadership. Things being done differently and things getting results. And with that said, in New York, and some call it New York, but nevertheless, we will be in New York City in Harlem, New York on November the 29th is Black Friday. And we welcome you. We want to be Jen May in New York all together. And let's celebrate the greatness of our ancestors and those who are holding the line for economics at this hour, for the black man, the black woman, and for all of our black children. Thank you again, Sheikh, Imam, Akbar in Washington, D.C. Hope you have a safe landing wherever you're going. Assalamu alaikum and Black Power.
Like a song. Black Power.
Black
Black
power.
Power
Black
That's what
salute.
power.
brothers and sisters don't believe me. All you have to do is go back to the legislation on how the government turn around and change the vote every time. We are not the original slaves of this country. We were never slaves. We were always free. And you can see that this alone is what the government did when it came to our voting rights. And that's just a segment of how we were ever slaves. So Lincoln, all that stuff, that was BS. We were always free. It was just
So
it played on our mind.
America is a criminal society. Europeans are criminals. That's why I say, take it all back. Take it all back. We're gonna make it. We take it all back, family. Take it
Oh,
all back. Make it all back. We're gonna make it. We take it
we're
all back,
taking
just like that.
everything
Love y'all.
back.
Black Power, salute,
Love
man.
you
Have a good
too,
night.
Black Power.
Black
Face
Power.
Assalamu alaikum.